Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Ravens have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Bengals, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout the season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, and maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on. Their focus and concentration.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here to his running back. Well, he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else... there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! 1, 9,
back to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. But he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So second and goal here from the 9. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Try 38.
Looking to throw. He's got it. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And some room to... And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now, after the play, oh, man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. Throw left side complete. It's Porter. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the 1st quarter of action. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Baltimore after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. to throw. Kennedy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for the offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. And partner, the record book for career receiving yardage has officially been rewritten.
And Brandon, it was done not in small passes, but in big chunks all the time. This guy knew how to get downfield, create yardage, and now he sits with the record, the all-time record for receiving yardage in the NFL.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he steps away. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I don't like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. To throw is Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it for the 6. And now running right through it. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Come on, let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He'll look to throw. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference, defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's go. 38.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Bengals just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bengals open up on offense. There's going to be a fumble here. Following the forced fumble, he'll break free of the pack, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. They strike first in the half. First and 10. Porter is going to make the catch in traffic, and he'll end up being taken down at the 4. Bengals have it later on the drive. They'll go to the ground here. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Bengals tied up at 7. Ravens have the football midway through the second. Handoff and run goes up the middle. And he caps off the 2-play drive with a score. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Baltimore for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Parker, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Let's go. One,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time.
here we go.
But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Let's go. One,
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
come on, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And remember, this this is the #1 defense in the National Football League, there's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bengals getting set to go. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, Prescott. And an alley to run. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now they try the right side here. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. For a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And oh, it's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So he took that one at the 6, returned it all the way to the end zone. An electric return it was, 94 yards to the house. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. On play action, Prescott, blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff looking right. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And Jerry Rice no longer holds that top spot. Touchdown reception number 198 gives us a new career leader.
And this guy, we know, is headed to Canton. And when he gets there for his induction speech, this will be his walkout video. This catch right here where he broke the record of the incomparable Jerry Rice.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go. Brand 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways around the 37. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the one. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got room. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Prescott from the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Prescott yet again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over. Oh, this is blocked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. There's a nice move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open air boom. That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so.